Conor McGregor did. He had his premiere for his movie.
Oh yeah.
And they asked him about him fighting Tony Ferguson and stuff. Now, is it current events? Or can I just rip off on it?
Go for it. No.
So they asked him about like what's next and all this stuff, and he goes, "Listen, for me to fight, I'm a different level now." He goes, "I'm going to need to be a co-promoter."
Oh, I see.
You're not seeing him fight for a while. When I saw that, I went, I always say, know your worth. Good for you. I love that because he's the only guy in history who's ever been able to do that.
Can I say the second thing you're going to say?
But B,
Can I say a second?
You ain't seen him fight for a long time.
Oh, okay.
What were you going to say?
I was going to say, did you think that's because that's a convenient way of ducking?
No.
He's not afraid of him at all.
Oh, God. Conor McGregor?
Yeah,
No,
not afraid of
God,
him at
no.
all.
God, no. No, he knows Tony Ferguson's the fight. It's actually a good fight for him. It's a good fight for Tony. It's a good fight for Conor. No one's ducking anyone at that level. It's none of that. It's just he's going, you want me to fight? I'm in a different league
Doesn't
now.
he worry that not fighting can have an effect on his ability to win? Like just ring rust and all that? Don't those guys worry about that?
I'm sure a little bit, but when you have $100 million in the bank and they're like, hey, we need you to fight at T-Mobile Arena and we're going to pay, $4 million or $10 million. He goes, well, we'll have $100 million. And I'm bigger than anyone. I'm bigger than all you guys sitting at this table, including you, Dana.
Yeah.
What do you want to do?
Yeah.
Like, I'm a different level, man. It's same thing with Anthony Joshua. Like, I had this talk with my boy Bryan from Showtime yesterday. So Anthony Joshua has one fight left on his Showtime contract. His promoter, Hearns, this is fascinating. The game is fascinating to me. So Anthony Joshua has become so big. He does, and this relates to what Conor's doing. And certain boxers, Floyd Mayweather, it's very rare, but Anthony Joshua's become so big and such a powerhouse, he doesn't need the promoter Hearns anymore.
He doesn't need him.
So once his contract's up, he's just going to go, no, I'm just going to do Anthony Joshua promotions.
Yeah.
I get the gate. I get this.
Good.
I'm the name.
Good for
so
him.
Conor McGregor, for the first time ever in mixed martial arts history, goes, man, I'm the Floyd Mayweather of mixed martial arts. You're not going to pay me these peanuts. And when I say peanuts, he's still the highest paid ever.
Comparatively.
But comparatively, he's going, no, man, I'm the LeBron James of mixed martial arts now. We're not doing this.
He's right.
You're not my boss anymore. No. What we are is, partners. If anything, we're partners now.
The marketplace says I'm worth this.
Yes.
And you need me.
So now it's going to be a Conor McGregor promotion with the UFC.
That's right.
I'm going to go to Dublin. I need part of the gate of that $75,000.
Of course.
Because that's where I'm making my money.
It's called business.
And merch, Reebok. We're not doing this $250,000 license deal anymore. I can sell my own shirts online and make way more than that.
Yeah.
So what do you guys want to do? You're living the golden age. What's up?
It's great.
I think it's great.
I do too. I love
it.
it.
The only issue is if you're a Conor fan, you're not going to see him fight for a while. Because UFC's, they've never had to deal with this. So what the fuck do we do? Because if you set this precedence, then
my
guys down the road are going to start to figure it out.
My guess is Dana's only one voice in the room. And whether or not, and he's got to deal with a board.
Well, you're talking Ari Emanuel, right?
Yeah.
So you have Ari Emanuel who's probably...
They'll play ball. They're used to this. They have no problem playing ball, I would imagine.
Because they've dealt with bigger divas than Conor McGregor.
Sure. Or they just...
Ari Emanuel?
They're also
talking about some of the biggest names in the world.
It's also a group of people in a room who all have a stake in this, and Dana has a lot of expertise, but he's only one voice. At the end of the day, if everybody else is into it, he's got to go along.
Well, here's the other thing, B. If you're the UFC, if you're Dana White, if you're WME, IMG... You ready? You have to play Conor's game.
Yeah.
You have no other option.
Correct.
Fine, go do your own thing, man.
Correct.
We don't need you. You don't? Just the lowest year of all time without me fighting.
Is it by the way?
Yes. Yeah. Last time 2 pay-per-views back-to-back were this low was UFC 47.
Wow.
It's just, again, it's the flow of sports. It goes up and down in ratings, and there's all this stuff, but it's just... when superstars aren't fighting, you have the biggest superstar of all time going, nah, man.
A lot of that might be mismanagement, too. Make superstars. Figure out a way to make them, bring them up slowly or whatever.
So here we go. They've got to entice me now because I came from a $1 billion fight, which is, and people go, he's exaggerating. No, it actually was a $1 billion fight. $1 billion fight, so they've got to entice me with something. I want equity. I want ownership. I want to be true partners in this. Similar to the way I was in the Floyd fight. I was a promoter. I was a fighter. That must continue for me to continue. Otherwise, I've got many entities and many other interests that can carry on. I'm also already set financially, but we're in negotiations. It's true.
Amazing what that guy was able to do.
But isn't it great, though?
Yes, I love it.
And don't get me wrong, I know the people like,
it.
oh, come on, man, get back in there. I get all that, but from a business side, it's so cool.
Yeah. Do you think he'd be
Because
all right?
he's going to change the game for everyone else.
Do you think he'd be all right because he's been fighting for so long? Do you think he'd be all right walking away from fighting at the end of the day?
100%.
You do, right?
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of
Why
the day.
wouldn't you be?
Right. Well, because he's a fighter and it's what he loves to do. However,
He's also
done it for so long. He was almost going to retire before all this shit happened.
he was going to retire, but he also tweeted out a while ago, get in, get paid, get out.
Yeah.
Like that, those are his words.
Yeah.
Because
Smart
this
guy.
game, and listen, Hollywood is calling for this guy.
Yeah.
Game of Thrones, Predator. I mean, the biggest roles you can imagine. He doesn't want to do it because he wants to focus on fighting.
Yeah.
And when you have $100 million, it's kind of, you're just like, nah, I'm not going to do that, man.
Right.
You want me to fight who for how much? That's crazy.
Right.
It's just a different lane, and you can be upset and frustrated with Conor McGregor, but I look at a different angle where I go, man, he's opened the door for fighters down the road to now, if he gets equity and he has some share and he has some say in the way they treat fighters and he's a fighter and he has his own promotion, he can start getting it towards our way a little bit. It's all good, man.
Yep. I think it's fantastic.